there. Oh, be quiet. Sorry about that, voices. Alright now. Alright now, whoa. Alright. Oh, sorry, I kind of forgot. I kind of am used to using the Steam controller now, and it's kind of got a completely different layout. Well, at least you know jump it. But, wow. Yeah, I think I mostly will be sticking with Steam games from now on. Yeah, and, maybe I might, and, maybe one day invest in, a new, gaming PC, maybe. But, that's kind of a long ways off. That's kind of a long ways off, though. The one I'm using right now is kind of... The PC I'm using right now is pretty good, yeah. I mean, it's MSI, so... Good as, I mean, these hinges, are not good, but, it's doing pretty well, so far. If I need to replace it, I'll just, save up my own money for it. I should, start investing more in PC gaming since it seems like everything's going over there and, all the, giants are kind of imploding, so... And, all the AAA giants are imploding, unfortunately. Hey, Wendigo? Oh, right, sorry, sorry about all that. Anyway, welcome on in, my Dorito posters. Are you saying crunchy and tasty and powdered in cheese? Yeah, I'm here to play, Atelier Yumia. I'm here to play Atelier Yumia, so... I just thought, Anyway. Hey, Koi Tecmo, I know them. They made all those Dynasty Warriors games. They also helped out with Hyrule Warriors. Oh, I remember Gust. I mean, they made Arno Surge, and, Artanelico. They're mostly known for Atelier, though. Yeah, I think Ryza is about when, Atelier hit its alright. Oh, no, I'm not cute. No, but I do deserve headbutts and, praise and attention, yeah. You guys should praise me and give me attention, yeah. I demand it. As your princess, I demand it. As the princess of bats, I demand it. Playing the Switch version? Yeah, say hello. Alright, yeah. Oh boy, you're playing the Switch version. Say hello, long load times. Yeah, hey Dark Signer Carly. Wait, Dark Signer Carly. Yo, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's reference. Cool. Nice. Yeah, there are long load times on the Switch version, unfortunately, so... Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's also been some significant, performance issues every now and again, so... Alright, alright now. Alright now, here's the deal. Slip and slide on this banana peel. Don't touch that. La 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 la. Alright now. Alright, we need to be careful. We need to be careful and sneak around. And be careful not to make a sound. It still plays well though, yeah. That is true, yeah. It still plays pretty well, yeah. There are a little bit of, noticeable performance issues every now and again, but it's okay. Coriolanus won't be missed? Yeah, I agree with him. I agree, Coriolanus will not be missed. I was going, Anime was like saying go nuclear, and I was like saying no, and then he was like, I'm gonna experiment on, Yumia's body, and considering what happened with, Lily Boria, who is probably my favorite villain in this game so far. Considering what happened with her, I was like, hell no. Now it's time to go nuclear. I was like, yeah, hell no, I'm gonna go nuclear. Yeah. As you know, we don't like, human experimentation and, alchemy. Yeah, obviously that's like, super evil and very bad alchemy. I do have a friend who's an alchemist who, very clearly told me that. Yeah, we have to stop, the Emperor from, repeating the sins of the past or something like that, I guess. Yeah, we need to stop them. The only thing you're gonna miss is Takahito Kurshia voicing him. Nah. Yeah, sorry, I don't really follow too many voice actors, so, yeah. What kind of voices do they do for other characters? Yeah. Sorry, I'm not really one that really follow voice actors, but if you like that, that's good. Alright now. La. Alright now. Rolling around. Alright now. Alright, how about we roll around in style? Alright now, time to go vroom. Alright now. I want to ride my bike. I want to. Alright now. Vroom vroom. Alright now. Vroom vroom vroom. I want you in my. No, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoops. Alright now. Alright now. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. We got bad guys. Oh no. Oh no, bad guys. He voiced Roger it. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. We're up again. Oh. Uh-oh. 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 I think something went wrong with the king. Alright, I think something went kind of noticeably wrong right there. Whoops. Oh, no. That's not what we need. I think it kind of lagged right there, yeah. That was, very noticeable, unfortunately. That bit of lag, was pretty noticeable, sadly. Right now, which way am I No, go away. Get away from me. I'm like max level. You should be running away from me, not towards me. Jojo, dun-dun-dun-dun. It freezes up from time to time. Yeah, I noticed that. That's kind of a downside, yeah. Alright, since William the Alchemist is playing, I think he's playing the PC version, so yeah, he's gonna notice that too, unfortunately. Apparently the enemies in Atelier don't know how to run from Yumia. Hey, Lindra, what you going on? Oh, Lindra's gonna act super cute. Alright, now, we agree, Lindra's super cute. I miss Yumia cute. What's wrong? No, I was thinking about Lily Warrior, I can't get what she said on my head. Me too, I feel like I've been mulling over it forever. No, are you disappointed? Yeah, we like Lily Borea. Yeah, I think Lily Borea is probably, they're probably a sympathetic villain, but, basically all the other villains were using her for their own ends. Meanwhile, I'm over here playing, Trials to Daybreak 2. Oh, Trials to Daybreak 2, sounds pretty awesome. Yeah, all those games, are super awesome. I still need to play too. Alright, now, boom, 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 alright, now. Alright, how about we actually get over there in style this time? I want to ride my bike. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Oh no, whoops. Watch out for the big monk. Watch out for monks, return to monk. Alright, now. Oh, wait, whoa. Alright, alright, now. Alright, since there's an event here, I might as well get off my bike. Right now, so what's going on here? Well, we went east, but, it doesn't look like putting up a ladder. It does look like it looks like even putting up a ladder will take some time. Hey, Yumia, seriously expecting us to climb this wall? I mean, it should be okay. We'll just make a rock climbing wall out of alchemy. Well, it looks like rock, but there's something off about it. It looks fake. What? It's a fake wall? What do you mean? So, can we blow it up with a bomb? The flow mana from the top of the Greek term has been routed to pass through the fall. Okay, so how do we pass it? It's probably still in the means of sealing outside while still allowing mana to flow to the capital. The shady beastman probably did all this work for a place hardly anyone ever steps foot into. If it's artificially hidden, maybe it can be unlocked somehow. I know, way to open it. All we gotta do is, say open sesame. Or, we could just blow it up with a bomb. Yeah, blowing things up with a bomb is, the Atelier way of, figuring things out. Yeah, the Atelier solution to problems. Blowing everything up with a bomb. Although, you know who has big bombs, Nina. Now what should we do? Should we ask the other research teams to help setting up a ladder? The set of scaffolding and whatnot will be stopped in our tracks for a while. Flammy, can you fly up there and drop a rope down for us or something? Flammy is not designated to hold loads that exceed Flammy's own weight. Why not? Oh, no. I see, if we're searching for something... What about this mana tracking device we used when Linja went missing? I have a hunch this camouflage function runs on mana. If we follow the trail, we should be find where the controls are. Alright now. Don't worry, Linja, it's okay. It's okay, we just have to follow, you know, the enemy's unique signature. Alright now. Leave it to Flammy, huh? Alright, so where do we go from here? Alright, now let me check the map to see where we are going. Right over there, huh? Oh, at the top of the middle tree, huh? Right now. I might as well try going over there. It shouldn't take too long. Shouldn't take too long as I, you know, don't get lost. Alright, the middle tree is down there somewhere. Oh wait, what's this? Alright, looks like... Alright, now looks like we've kind of missed this. Iron corroded memory file, huh? Alright, so our destination is all the way down there, huh? Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh! No, no, whoops. I think that might have been a bad thing. Wait, we can still walk here. Alright, I think I might... I'm sorry about that. No, that was my bad. That was, very clearly my bad. I wasn't paying attention. Wait, so where do I go from here, then? Oh, it's down somewhere. Wait, do I want to go all the way down there? Alright, 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 Geronimo! Splush. Yeah, we kind of splashed down. Say, it should be... Alright, now. Alright, well, the water broke our fall, thankfully. You know, I wouldn't try that in real life. You know, water, you know, feels like concrete whenever you're falling down a mountain, unfortunately. Yeah, what? Yeah. Oh, no, wait, yeah, the Mythbusters kind of tested it, and they were like, nah, you can't do that. Explore the surroundings, huh? Right, am I even heading in the right direction? Oh, wait, that's how you swim fast, okay. Alright, so... Hi there, Slender and labeled Darling Bat. There's no slander libel around here. What do you mean? There's no slander or libel. What are you talking about, Edmund? We don't slander cute bunnies around here. No, we only appreciate them and call them cute and adorable. You always slander and libel me. No, but your guys are the ones that slander and libel me. Yeah, you guys are the ones who slander and libel me. Alright, now. Alright, so how do I get to this? You did it again. I am not cute. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Huh, how do I find this? Alright, so how do I find... Alright, I need to swim fast. Alright, now what did I slander you? Yeah, you keep calling me cute and soon and Dorito. Nah, I'm not cute or soon or Dorito. That is, a bunch of misinformation that's spread by my detractors, yeah. Yeah, that's spread by trolls and detractors, yeah. Yeah, yeah, Annabelle, is the one who's cute, yeah. Yeah, don't believe the bunny propaganda. I am not cute. I am not cute. What's slander about that? It's very clearly a slander. Yeah, very, very clearly a slander, yeah. It's obviously slander. It's very obviously slander. It is slander against. It's slander against my. It's slander against my. It's slander against the name of. And it's slander against my. Shit. What shall I say in place of my name? I can't just say my name because Luminite would try to steal it. Alright, so I don't understand. Right, I do not understand. Where exactly am I supposed to go from here? Right, I don't get it. Alright, I think it's down here somewhere, but maybe it's underground, maybe. You wanna give me your name to keep me safe from Luminite? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna trust that, no. No, won't do that. No, 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 no. I'm not gonna do that. Alright, there must be someplace underground then. And I am not sure exactly where that is. I am not exactly sure where I am supposed to be going, unfortunately. I'm kind of lost right now, unfortunately, sadly. And that's, not good because I'm kind of in the middle of stream and, I kind of don't really want to be lost during a stream. I'm really sorry about that. Alright, might as well, explore the game and, have a bit of our own fun, yeah. Right now. Right now, by the way, Annabelle's the one who's cute. By the way, Annabelle's the one who's cute. Don't let the cute bunny deceive you. He is the one who is cute. He is the one who is really and truly cute. Yeah, he is the one who is really, really, truly cute. Yeah. Say, what's over this way? Start quest. Uh-oh. We ran to a bat. Evil skeleton. It's fun to see you lost. But it's fun to see you lost. No. Really? But, no, we ran right into a bat. No. I do not appreciate, the anti-bat, propaganda that's in video games. No. Bats do not deserve to be, maligned as villains. I am not Tsundere. I am not Tsundere. I am not Tsundere. That is, misinformation. That's, false information. I am not a Tsundere. I am not Tsundere. That is, a bunch of I am not Tsundere. I am not Tsundere. I am not Tsundere. That is false information. False information. That is, slander. That's slander. That's slander. Stop slandering me. Not cute. I am not cute. Well, unless it's Batman, usually bat motifs are in armor mean vampires are bad guys. No, I'm not a vampire. Well, I can assure you I am not a vampire, no. Get out of my way, bad guys. You're supposed to be running away from me. I'm like my max level. You're supposed to run away from me. You guys can't even scratch me. You guys can't even scratch me. You're trying to run into me. You're really running into certain death, huh? Oh wait, what's this over? All right. I think we're getting close. Oh wait a minute. All right, this does not look close to me. All right, no. I am not a second brat. No, I am not in any way, shape, or form a succubus. I am not in any way, shape, or form a succubus now. Besides, in my lore, succubuses are, horrific, evil, elder creatures, yeah. They used to be like former love deities before they, became monsters, yeah. Monsters being quite the figurative word for them. No, there's no such thing as Endorado. That's, misinformation. That is a bunch of misinformation. That is, that is a bunch of lies. That is a bunch of lies. That is lies. Lies, 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 lies. Shake that bottom line. Hey, can you please remove this annoying... Can you please remove that? That's annoying. That's annoying in my way. Right, there must... Alright. That's very strange. I can't seem to find it. That's leading me to think it definitely could be underground. Ah, man, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Come on, wake up. Come on. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, come on, come on. Wait a minute. Liquid ring gathering spot. No, no, come on. Come on, brain. Come on, brain. Try to remember where the underground passage was. I remember there being an underground path somewhere, but I don't quite remember where it was. I don't remember where it was. I remember there being an underground path, but I don't remember where it was, so... I'm kind of completely lost. I'm kind of... No, 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 I can assure you I am not a succubus now. Alright, alright, now. I guess I'll try exploring the region, trying to find that underground passage somewhere. I definitely remember it because I was there, previously. I remember it because I was there previously. Right, was it in here somewhere? Alright, this cave, kind of looks familiar. Wait, is there not another exit in here? Alright, this doesn't look like it has another exit. Alright, come on, come on, come on. Come on, brain, can I please work with me, please? I swear, I know there was an underground passage and I'm kind of, missing it. I don't remember. Alright, so, Come on. Come on, brain. No, I want you to bring up the map. Come on, where's the... Alright. Come on. Come on. Yeah, it's not over there. Is it somewhere over here somewhere? Yeah, I swear there was an underground passage that led to this, spot here. I just don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember where it was, though. Yeah, it's not in the cave. No, 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 get away from me. Stop trying to touch me! Stop trying to touch me and initiate fights, no. Not interested in looking for battles. I don't need a battle. I don't need to fight anybody right now, so... Yeah, I'm not seeing... Come on, work with me, brain. Come on, brain, what are you doing? Stop glitching. Alright, where exactly is this underground passage? No, get out of here. Get out. Could I please have the map, please? I'm kind of stressed out now. No, my schizophrenia won't let me, have a moment's peace. And that's not nice. I don't like that. It won't let me have a moment's peace. No, I won't have... I am never gonna have a moment's peace as long as... it's a thing, and, Come on, Yumia, swim fast. I'll never have a moment's peace with it, no. I don't understand why... I don't understand why these things form, but, they do, and it kind of sucks for everybody, unfortunately, and it kind of sucks. And I just... You know, suffering happening for, you know, illogical reasons, you know. Yeah, I don't like suffering happening for, you know, basically no reason, no. I don't like it when suffering happens for, like, basically no reason. Maybe the underground passage is somewhere up here. I think I remember, I think I would remember something like that. Right, I think it was somewhere. Yeah, I don't remember. Get out of my way, monkeys. Get out of the way. Don't try to fight me. Wait, what's this? What's that over there? Right, what's this? Wait, I think I remember now. Yeah, I was over here all along. Right, so I, you know, got lost for nothing. Wait a minute, there's another question mark under here. Right, so where's that question mark actually lead, though? So, hey, get away from me. Enemies. Get out of my way. Come on. Stay out of the way. Stay out of the way. I'm trying to do something and you're being very rude. I'm trying to do something and you're being very rude. And I got teleported halfway across the room, of course, because of the battle. Come on, get out of my way. Get out of the way. Stay away from me. Stay away. Stay away from me. Right, I do not understand where this question mark is supposed to be. Alright, I don't understand where the question mark is. And it might be a fish. Oh, yeah, it's a fishing spot. Oh, well. Oh, well, alright, sorry. Sorry, I'm kind of stressing out, aren't I? Alright, I need to calm down. Alright, you'll excuse me if I need a couple moments to calm down. So, I'm sorry. Alright, now, ooh, conductive crabs. Alright, we like conductive crabs. You know, yeah, maybe they're like some sort of machines, or like, you know, the machine fish in your automata. Yeah, kind of would make sense that it would be conductive, and, you know, since, you know, electronics are made out of highly conductive material. Alright, ooh, a treasure chest. Alright, I want to open this. Ooh, it's lockpicked. Oh, well, I guess that was easy. Well, never mind. I guess that was, you know, very easy. Alright, this must be what we're looking for. Alright, so how do we open this? Interfering with the flow of mana. So how do we do it? Do we just break it? Alright, alright, we probably should try to operate it first. Alright, we should probably try to operate it first. Nah, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah, I do remember being down here earlier. Because I remember coming down here. I just kind of forgot where it was. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I got stressed over nothing, I guess. That's just kind of what happens now. That's been my life for some time now, unfortunately. Well, at least the big giant fake rock is gone. You know, we probably could have just, you know, opened it if we just said open sesame. You know, sort of like, you know, wait, which Aladdin film was that again? Actually, maybe I should probably reference, you know, Alibaba and the 40 Thieves. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that was a secret large in that. Or was that invented by Disney? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You know, Disney kind of co-opted a lot of things that they basically kind of just stole. Not cute, not cute now, region. Alright, now let's explore, you know, this big region that's full of ruins. You got someone playing Skyrim according to the announcement that flashed on screen? Oh, really? Well, that was very strange. Oh, that's very strange. That's weird. Hmm. Oh, wait, why is there a dog here? Ah, what a good boy. You know, the perfect way to de-stress, you know. You can pet the dog in this game. You know, being able to pet the dog is, you know, pretty cool. Alright, there's gotta be rare materials hidden around here somewhere. Alright, what's this? Ooh, new material? Swirling fire fragments. Those sound, you know, very good. Alright, we've already gotten those yellow sunflowers. Alright, we should probably take a look around at all the new materials. Alright, as you know, the swirling fire fragment's the only one. Oh wow, what's this? Mushrooms. Golden crown! You know, I remember golden crown from, I remember golden crowns. I remember going out of my way to try and find those in, Atelier 1. I remember even doing a video on that. You know, because it was kind of, necessary for something in the game. I distinctly remember something like that, yeah. Oh, what's in this grass? Gotta be... Oh, something new. Angel's Embrace! Oh, hey, what are you doing here? Oh, I see. Why is there an Abner here? I don't know. Maybe they're just curious about this region too. Right, I'm kind of curious. I want to grab everything that, is kind of not nailed down. Oh, wait. Maybe these flowers will be higher ranking than the ones I've had previously. Since I did, upgrade that a long time ago. Oh, wait, what's over here? Alright, flowers. Alright, if this were a different Atelier game, I'd be able to knock some unis out of the tree. Sort of like an Atelier Ryza. Alright, let's see what the new region looks like. Yeah, we like Yumia. What the hell's going on here? Is this a regular field? Are we sure Yumina is supposed to be here? It's on topography. It should be here. You think the Great Disaster wiped out all the buildings and vegetation here? Shouldn't be the case. Maybe it's like hidden behind some sort of force field that's making everything invisible. I heard the capital took the worst damage, so we have to be careful. Right now. Capital took the worst damage. Yeah, maybe we'll find something if we look around. Alright, that tower looks very suspicious. Oh hey, there's monsters around here too. Alright, it says there's monsters on the map. Ooh. Millennia Tree, Behaven. Yo. Alright, let's grab some more stuff. Alright, grab more stuff. Grab everything that's on... Oh, what? Are these silver peonies? Alright, Oh, they're getting ready for a big attack. Alright, these guys seem a little bit stronger than the other enemies that we fought so far. Alright, there we go. Another adversary successfully cleared. Oh wow, they gave a lot of experience. Oh wow, they gave tons of experience, but we don't even need it. I've been at level 100 since, the second region, so I don't need the experience. Although I do probably need, silver puny balls. Oh no, ow, whoa, whoa, ow. Alright, don't worry. Alright, now. Alright, it seems like they're more vulnerable to magic. Definitely more vulnerable to magic. Alright, now. Silver puny balls, refreshing sap. Cool, silver puny balls. Wait, they're... Alright. I knew this tower, was a landmark. Alright. Gotta go towards the first thing that we see on the map. And this large empty field. Alright, I'm half expecting, Castle Figaro to come out of the ground and, be like... And be kind of like playing Kefka or something. maybe there'd be like a giant, maybe there'd be like some sort of monster, stalking all this, big weeds. Like a sandworm, or some sort of giant murder rabbit or something. Or maybe some scarecrows that walk at midnight. All sorts of nonsense. Hey, what's this? Oh, large bones? Gotta get me some big boners? Some large bones? Yeah, that's what I meant. I meant large bones. I didn't mean anything else. Definitely not. Golems. No, a big golem. No, alright. This golem is pretty strong, not gonna lie. Oh, ow. Oh, whoa. Oh, he did only like 2 damage, okay. Alright, if anything, alright, golems seem to be very weak to magic. Seems like magic is pretty much like the go for all these enemies. No, wow, we got some golem cores, that's nice. Yeah, alright, these guys seem dangerous. Alright, now. I don't know, what are they doing? They're throwing rocks. Wait, they are throwing rocks, right? They're not throwing something else? That kind of reminds me of, Ys8. Yeah, if you don't know, there are some monkeys that throw, very suspicious, stuff on you that, that kind of poisons you. That kind of can inflict poison. Wait, did they inflict poison? I don't remember. I don't remember. Alright, large bones. Big bone. Alright, there's gotta be... Alright, now. Alright, now. Oh, this field is very empty and very large. I get the feeling that once we go over there, something is bound to happen that's gonna, really upset that's really gonna upset things. And there's a bunch of trees over there. Alright, Alright, let me take a look at the map. Alright. Let me take a look at the map real quick. Alright, if I go over here... Alright, there's definitely something over this way. Alright, I kind of missed whatever that... It appears I missed a couple things over there. Wait a minute. No, that's the way I came in from. Right, there was a broken bridge over that way, right. I remember there was a broken bridge that way. Yeah, there's some sort of invisible force field here. Yeah, there's definitely an invisible wall right there. Yeah, so it appears, my theory about there being some sort of force field that's making the castle invisible was actually true this time. Yeah, I was just, kind of talking on my butt for that. But apparently it's true. Whoa. We gotta watch out for big, rocky men. Iron is not a good substance to, make golems out of because they're, very magic resistant. But, recently in the lore, there's been something called golem technology that was kind of, made by, a company that, isn't, a very good, is kind of, involved in some shady stuff. And they've been kind of able to make, they kind of been able to make golem cores, that they're kind of saying are for helpful robots. But they've been kind of, but some of them have been, weaponized. Or at the very least, taken and used by other villains, across different realities, in Earth-I. And, that's really not good. They're kind of unrelated to, Captain Midas, though. Yeah, Captain Midas is a very different, shady CEO. Also, they're unrelated to the other shady CEO, Dirt Shovel. Alright, now. Alright, this way, alright. Alright, repairing that was easy. That was easy to repair. Alright, it says there's... Oh, wait, there's a... Alright, I'll just blow... Alright, now I'll just shoot that. Alright, there's... Alright, do I have enough materials to make a zipline? Probably. Alright, now might as well get up here. There is alright, there are lots of... What? I don't even... I'm not even gonna pretend that I know how to pronounce that. Sealed herb? Yo, we're finding fossils. Alright, we appear to be finding fossils. Wait, aren't those the stones from the beginning of the game? I recognize them. Alright, there are definitely some stuff over here. Alright, more sealed herbs. No Earth Stone, I remember that from the beginning of the game too. Alright, I remember these materials from the beginning of the game. I think I should probably focus on stuff that's a little bit, you know, newer though. Oh, whoa, what's this? Alright, this definitely looks like it's gonna become something. Alright, I'm not even gonna pretend that I can, you know, pronounce whatever that is. Yeah, I will not pretend I can pronounce whatever that is. You know, I'm gonna probably butcher that pronunciation pretty badly. Yeah, sorry. But I will, you know, I will grab as much of it, I will grab all of it that I can. Alright, there's an, alright. Alright, might as well zip line right over here. Oh, there's a treasure chest and a lock. Oh, oh wow, there's some different colored peonies over here. Alright, there's purple peonies. Alright, there are purple peonies. And of course we got this... Oh, wow, there's multiple rainbow peonies. Alright, the rainbow peonies are actually pretty strong right now, unfortunately. You know, not stronger than I am, though. Alright, we got... Alright, now. Cool, we got like 3 rainbow peony balls. Nice. Alright, might as well open the big treasure chest. Dunkle height! Yo, Dunkle height! Dunkle height! Yo, that's like a big deal. Yo, Dunkle height! Yeah, if anybody who knows anything about Atelier knows that is definitely, you know, big deal. That is, you know, yeah, that is one of the rarest materials in the game, and it's like used to make some of the best healing items in the entire game. And it's like really like super duper special. Yeah, from what I remember about Atelier Ryza 1, 2, and 3, yeah, that is, you know, the creme de creme of, you know, all healing materials, yeah. That makes some of the best, kind of makes one of the best healing, some of the best healing items ever. Yeah, that's what I remember about it. Alright, might as well grab whatever that is. Alright, grab that. Wait, did some of the other stuff, you know, come back? Alright, that's like... Alright, now, move try a J. Oh, some of this did come back. Alright, I'll just grab. Alright, I know it's using a little bit of my energy. Oh, we are getting lots of iron. We're getting lots of quartz clusters, too, whatever... Alright, Alright, I'm sensing we might need a use... We might have a use for that later, so I'm gonna grab those. Hopefully whatever, you know, is needed for building... For, you know, that is, you know, gonna be super useful. Probably not as useful as, you know, manufacturing plants, don't get me wrong, but, you know, hopefully super useful. Yo, what if it lets us, you know, what if it lets us, you know, generate mana or something? Generate, you know, mana particles or something. Like we could really use something like that, yeah. It can generate particles, yeah. Yeah, I think something like that would be like super useful. Oh boy, there's some big birds over here. Alright now. Alright, these guys don't seem super strong. In fact, they're going down pretty quickly. Uh-oh. Oh, we might be, you know, in a bit of trouble. Alright, Lindra, can you take him down? Alright, now snipe him. Yeah, one big shot. All we need is one big shot. Klondike mode. Yeah, that's a reference to, Super Robot, Super Robot Wars. The ones that are more like RPGs. They're like, the precursor to, Project X Zone. By the way, have you guys ever heard of Project X Zone? It's Project X Zone 1 and 2 are both, big crossover games. They got Sega characters with Capcom characters, as well as, as well as Bandai Namco characters. Yeah. Of course, I wish, Sega would do more with their characters. Seems like they're kind of sitting on tons and tons of dead IPs. Yeah, I mean, what kind of games are Sega doing that aren't, Yakuza or, Persona or, what Project X Zone 3 needs if they ever do it? They need to put in, like, Joker from Persona 5. I mean, technically, Atlas is owned by Sega. So of course they should probably do that. Maybe they could put in. All right, Sega mostly just makes Sonic games. That is true, but they also are making Yakuza. They're making Yakuza too, so it's not completely fair to say that. I mean, they mostly do Sonic though. That is true, yeah. They're mostly, bank on nostalgia, if I'm kind of gonna be honest. Then again, so does Nintendo, Nintendo, Project X Zone 2 did have Nintendo characters, mostly Fire Emblem and Xenoblade Chronicles. Kind of funny enough, they had a Xenoblade Chronicles character team up with Cosmos. Funny enough, they did have Cosmos and, Project, and, Xenoblade Chronicles too, so that was pretty cool. Oh yeah, Telos was in there too, of course. I kind of had her with that redesign with her glasses. That was pretty nice. Yeah, only really Fire Emblem and Xenoblade were in it, though. But it's nice to have, Cosmos team up with VR. And, Metal Face was one of the bosses, of course. Alright, this looks like a cracked illusionary wall. Alright, now, how about we just, knock a little louder? Hey, Nina, there's some kind of invisible wall here, and it looks cracked. I mean, of course, we can tell by, running into it. There's a fissure that goes on through the other side. Alright, what are the bad guys trying to protect? Alright, why is there an invisible wall, and what's on the other side of it? Alright, it looks like it's made of glass. Alright, we can just probably fracture it, maybe. Nintendo appeared in Project X Zone 2 was Metal Face? Yeah. That's kind of unfortunate. If they ever make a Project X Zone 3, they should probably extend on it. It could be like the crossover series that nobody's ever heard of. Nintendo, Smash is like the crossover series that everybody's heard of. He got involved because he hates Dunban and Fiora. I mean, that is true, yeah. Could you imagine, them making Project X Zone 2 and, including more Nintendo stuff inside of it? Alongside everything else? Especially because he almost killed Fiora? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, poor Fiora. Yeah, Fiora even got converted into mostly machines. Well, at least she got off nicer than, Malia did. Poor Malia. Malia wasn't even in the game. Alright now, be careful. This place, looks very dangerous. Alright, we have to be careful. This place, is super dangerous and could be very, very bad. Alright now. Alright, so, do you have any pioneering missions for us? I want to take care of those. Oh boy, we got pioneering efforts. Alright, what are we going to have to do for the pioneering in this region? Open a treasure chest, defeat a mana monstrosity, gather magical, Grand Organ. Oh boy, make flowering plants, decorative plants, place a dressing room. Mushroom add Noah and Mio to Smash Bros. Over Waluigi, as well as Riser, Yumia over Crash Bandicoot. I mean, I don't blame them for, adding Yumia or Riza. I wouldn't blame them for adding an Atelier character, but, I do agree they need to add, they really need to add Waluigi. I mean, everybody's been pretty much demanding Waluigi from, pretty much for years. Yeah, wait, are they actually gonna do another Smash? I thought alright. Alright, Grand Organ, huh? Oh, whoa. Oh, alright, wait, seriously? Alright, they're for the night, so Lucia, they were checking what, and we were just checking what and how much they sent us. I haven't found my favorite bread I haven't seen in ages. No. Rare fruit in the south, uh-oh. It was juicy and addictively sweet fruit. It was very tough to peel, so eating it was quite a challenge. Alright now. Rare fruit and servants. Uh-oh. I mean, that's true. They should probably, add Crash Bandicoot, but if they're gonna do that, they should also add Spyro. Although, with Banjo-Kazooie's reveal, what, Microsoft needs to do? They need to, release Banjo. They need to release Banjo. They need to release a new Banjo game. An actual good Banjo game. Considering that, there's a big market for, remasters and remakes, I don't see why they haven't done that with Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. Granted, I'm pretty sure that, Rare's on the studios that, Microsoft killed. And I'm pretty sure most of the talent for that, kind of left to... I'm pretty sure the talent behind that, we gotta go both Ryza and Crash Bandicoot? Yeah, I agree. They would be both very strong picks. I don't see why they couldn't add both. Yeah, especially anybody Atelier related. Yeah, they definitely 100% definitely should add somebody Atelier related. We're considering, that Nintendo definitely, definitely did a lot of work with, Koei Tecmo. Alright, let's go crunch up the barrier. Alright, let's make this go crunch. Crunch. Crunchy. Well, that barrier was super crunchy. Yeah, I wonder who smashed the barrier for us. I wonder why the barrier just had a big crack in it. Almost like something was trying to get in. Almost like something else was trying to get in. Alright, that looks like a big final dungeon. If it's Yumia, we can have the metal tree as a stage, and we can have there could be a boss fight with Coriolanus. I mean, that'd be pretty good. I would appreciate that. Of course, what Smash really needs. We need to add more villains. We need to get King Boo in there. We need to get, like, King Boo or something like that in there. Or, Dr. Eggman. Yeah, Dr. Eggman should be in that. I mean, considering we already have Sonic, it shouldn't be too much of a problem to add him. Alright, this guy looks pretty intimidating. Alright, what the heck are you? You do not look like a friendly fella. Alright, whatever this guy is doesn't look friendly. But now we got Sephiroth over Eggman. I mean, to be fair, Sephiroth is iconic, so yeah, he does deserve to be in Smash. But, we definitely need Eggman. I mean, how can you not have how can you have Sonic and not have Eggman? Granted, if they do add Eggman, people are gonna probably demand even more Sega characters. I wouldn't blame them, to be honest. Oh, alright, what's this button do? Alright, what's this button do? Alright, this button's gotta do something. Alright, what that button do? Wait, a bridge of light. Alright, whoa. Oh, whoa. Ooh, treasure. Alright, we have a quest related to collecting treasures. The full sacred silver? Ooh, wow. Alright, what's this? Guardian Stone? Oh, wow, what the heck are these floating What the heck are these floating, shiny, unfinished polygons? Those look very strange. Alright, what's it? Alright, now those are Guardian Stones. They do look a little different. Alright, we need to really explore this region. Oh wait, we're in a mana-bound zone, aren't we? Alright, we're in the middle of a mana-bound zone. Alright, so the life is constantly being sucked out of us at the moment. Yeah, we should probably do something about that. Yeah, I do agree that Eggman does need to be in Smash, though. Yeah, you know what, although if I'm gonna pick, some characters for Smash, I'd say, you gotta add, I would say, add Alucard as an actual fighter, since Symphony of Night is, like, super iconic and all that. Also get Shantae and Shovel Knight. Although, the first I was more excited about Hero over Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah, I don't blame you. Banjo is kind of a dead franchise, unfortunately. Yeah, Banjo's the kind of stuff I grew up with, but, definitely a lot of people definitely didn't. By now. Unfortunately. Yeah. Kind of a shame, too. Banjo-Kazooie was so good. Yeah, good thing there was only, like, 2 Banjo games, and, technically speaking, there was also Grunty's Revenge. Yeah, and, Banjo Pilot. Yeah, I don't remember any other Banjo games, though, no. There is no such thing as nuts and bolts, no. Yeah, whereas Dragon Quest is so popular in Japan? Yeah, Dragon Quest definitely, definitely deserve reps. They should probably put it there. If I had a... Yeah, I think they should definitely, add some more... they should probably, add more Zelda characters, as well as, probably more Dragon Quest. And we still don't have Dragon Quest 10. No. Yeah, that was the one that was the MMO, wasn't it? Wait, isn't that the one that's the MMO? Alright, now. Oh wow, I'm going way off course. Alright, so I am going way off course. Alright, so I am going way off course. Mana-bound zone is through that big door, but I'm guessing we can't just go through it. And I guess they don't want to overshadow Final Fantasy. Yeah, I don't blame them. They could add more Final Fantasy characters. That'd, be pretty cool. Could you imagine them adding, like, Yuna or Terra? Or Cecil? Or, really any other Final Fantasy character? Preferably Lightning? Yeah, Lightning. Yeah, Lightning would probably definitely be in it. Yeah, Lightning is a pretty strong pick, not gonna lie. Yeah, of course we already got Sora. It just kind of opens the door for, hey, we could have Disney characters in Smash. Yeah, I don't think Disney would allow that, though. The first Imperial Laboratory, it's even bigger up close. Alright, let's be careful, this door might be booby-trapped or something. Not to mention, tightly secured. There's even mana flowing through this door, it's like everything uses mana. That's because everything researched here was considered a national secret. Uh-oh. Oh no, that's not... Oh no. Either way, we can't get in. The door doesn't look like it's gonna open. Lynch, the mana around here is flowing. It's all flowing towards the laboratory, right? Yes. What's more, it seems to be coming from that huge tower. Huge tower. What the heck kind of tower is that? Coming is divided in 3 main districts: the Imperial Graveyard, the Administrative District, and the Commercial District. Each of the districts has a tower. They're mana control towers. So people are intentionally guiding the flow of mana, then. Does that mean if we take control the mana, we might be able to open the door? Okay, this sounds like it's gonna be... This sounds like it's a... Alright, this definitely sounds like it's gonna be a final dungeon. Of course, I may not be able to complete it today. Oh yeah, we should... Alright, now. Oh wait, all my mana came back. Nice. Oh, what are... Alright, there's some monsters up ahead. We need... Alright, we need to be careful. There's bad guys up ahead. Alright, oh wait, what's this? Panacea flowers. Yo, they sound lovely. Alright, now we're battling some lightning deer. Lightning deer. Where have I seen that before? Alright, I've seen lightning deer before somewhere, and I don't quite remember. Yeah, although they kind of, you know, look a little... You know, I was gonna say they look a little similar to Arceus, but they're not really that similar, I guess. Oh no, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Alright, we're fine. We're fine, we just... Alright. Oh wow, the enemies here are given tons of experience that we don't need. Yeah, it makes me kind of wish there was a higher level. Kind of makes me wish this game, you know, wasn't very easy to exploit. Sadly, this game seems to be very easy to exploit once you know what you're doing. Alright, I should definitely, you know, look in... Alright, alright. Alright, I should definitely look into, you know... Alright, now, there's gonna be an ad about to start, so I'm just gonna warn you about that. Now, I'll just warn you guys about that real quick. Right now. Seems like one of the mana control towers is... Oh wow, that guy doesn't... I dare say that guy does not look friendly. Right, this must be one of the Empire's, you know, various experiments that they did. Definitely looks like the product of some sort of science done amok. Yeah. Yeah, mad scientists are, you know, very creepy to deal with. In my experience, I do not like dealing with mad scientists, no. They can be very particular and very scary. Alright, so how do we take control of this tower? There must be something nearby that can let us do that. There must be something nearby that'll let us do that. Alright, there must be some way to do it. Alright, Imperial Graveyard, huh? Alright, I know it's not far away, but how do I... What am I supposed to do here? There must be something nearby that will let me mess with that. In the meantime, we should probably look around for more stuff to grab. We should definitely look around for more stuff to grab. And also we should look around for... We should look around for fast travel points too. Alright, so... How do we get... Alright, how do we get up there? Alright, there must be some way to get up. Alright, there has to be a way to get up here. Right? I don't think that's quite the solution. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure. Huh. Wait. Huh, I don't actually know what I'm... Oh wait, what's over here? Alright, so what are we doing here? I wonder what should we do when this journey is over? What makes you say that? I'd like to return to my settlement eventually. Let's make some memories, yeah. That seems like a good option. That's right, now we can still also be enjoying, you know, than just fluffy fur while we still can. You'll have memories of me aside from my fur, right? Oh. You'll return home once we accomplish enough. It takes most people about a year. But you're gonna be good. You're gonna be good, Lenja. Alright, now. She seems like she's gonna have a... Alright, nice. Oh, we got a recipe. Nice. Oh, so we did get a recipe out of that, so we need to start doing character quests then. Alright, grab as much things as possible. Alright, what the heck is going on over here? Alright, looks like there's some sort of barrier here. Alright, so I'm guessing there's a block nearby. Oh wait, there's more stuff to do with slicing ammo? Alright, we haven't had one of those in a while. Alright, the slicing ammo is not working for some reason. Alright, that's very strange. Why did it not... That's very strange. Why did it not want to work? Huh. I guess it wants to do it a specific way, maybe. Or maybe it just takes multiple shots, I don't know. Maybe it just took multiple shots, I don't know. Right, maybe it's just, you know, taking multiple shots for some reason. Or maybe it wants me to shoot us a specific spot. Alright, let's get this cube right over here. Alright, that tree looks important, so I think I should check it out. Alright, place that block down. Oh, there's treasure chests in here. Crystalline. I don't have any lumber repair kits. Whoops, that's not what I want. Right now, let's make... Alright, let's make the lumber repair kit. Use that repair kit. Immortal Bloom, huh? Now, you know, sounds interesting. Alright, more lumber repair kits for these chests that are hidden all over the place. Flexible lumber. Interesting. Alright, this one requiring a repair kit as well? Yeah, I thought it would. Wisdom component. Ow. Alright, so that's interesting. Okay, wheat. Elder garlic. What the heck is elder garlic? Yo, what in the world is elder garlic? Oh. What in the world is elder garlic? I don't know, but I know I want it. Alright, let's get some more of the... Let's get more of this. Let's get whatever it is, whatever's in there. Oh, wow. Alright, I've definitely calmed down from earlier. That's good. Alright, let's look around and see what we can find. Alright, this must be... Alright, now. Just grab myself some more particles, because I'm gonna be needing those. Alright, anger particles, nice. Yeah, I've been needing some of those. Alright, there must be some way to get up this. I don't know. Wait, am I supposed to, you know, get Am I... Alright, I don't understand what I'm... Alright, I do not understand what I'm supposed to do here. I doubt shooting it is the solution. Yeah, I don't get it. Right, by the way, I should probably check out what my annual pioneering quest, unlocks. Oh, wow, they're all over the place. I mean, I think I know what the problem. Alright, so I do not know how to act. Alright, there has to be a way to activate them. I am not a Dorito, that is fake news. No, 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 no Dorito. No Dorito, that is fake news. No Dorito, no, 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 that is fake news. That is 100% fake news. No, no, no. We got. No, no, no. I am not a Dorito. I denied the Dorito allegations because I am not a Dorito. I am a bat. I am a bat. I am a bat, not a Dorito. I am not a Dorito. No. Remember. No, no Dorito. No. Not a Dorito. Not a Dorito. That is, fake news. That is, a bunch of misinformation, fake news, lies. That is fake news, lies, misinformation. Not a Dorito, no. No Dorito, no. Not a Dorito, that is, misinformation. That is, misinformation. I am not a Dorito, that is, a bunch of... That is a bunch of misinformation, no. That is a bunch of lies and slander, invented by, vile villains and their, evil henchmen, yeah. I'm not a Dorito, no. No, I am not a Dorito, no. No Dorito, no. Alright, what in the heck is that? Fallen Star Piece? Yo. I don't know what Fallen Star Pieces are, but, I think I want them. This game, alright, this game was, giving me... Alright, Atelier games are very good for you if you want to be a loot goblin, apparently. Oh, what the heck is that? That doesn't look friendly. Alright, blow him up. When in doubt, blow him up. Alright, now let's shoot. Whoop. Alright, I missed a shot. Alright, this guy does not look friendly. No, 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 it's not real information. It's like false information. It's false information. I am not a Dorito. Me being a Dorito is, 100% fake news. Yeah, don't believe the supervillain propaganda. Yeah, that's some false information spread by SIN. Yeah, and SIN is a fake news, is a supervillain run fake news organization. They're full of lies. They're obviously full of lies. It's very, very obviously full of lies. Yeah, it's full of lies and misinformation and fake news. And it's Alright, something's around here. Oh, this one. Alright, now. Looks like it's incomplete. The mana here is a mess. You tried it. It's like someone was trying to fix it with alchemy but stopped halfway through. Alright, can you finish it? Can you finish it, Yumia? Alright, so this must be how we get into the towers. Alright, somebody decided to distort the mana. Maybe if it were smaller, but I'm not sure how I can tackle something this Flammy. Can you scan this? Alright, maybe Flammy has some information. Give it a try, do the best you can. Alright. Alright, we have a distortion in mana, it's pretty simple. Yeah, it's just a distortion of magical phenomenon, it's, pretty simple to fix. Just might anyway. Oh, I didn't catch a single word of that. It sounds like a bunch of people's voices blinking all at once. Unlike a memory file that organizes and stores information and memories here are overlapping. Memories, huh? Uh-oh. Seeing as, you know, the villains are wanting to, you know, get all information from, you know, memories of the past, you know, to kind of restore their empire, that, you know, could be very dangerous. That could be very, very disastrous. No. Alright, I guess. Wait, what are we supposed to... Alright, now. Alright, this is very strange. This is... Alright, now. Alright, something is definitely... Alright, now. Alright, it's like... Alright. It's definitely behaving very strangely. Alright, alright. Well, this shouldn't be too... This should be pretty simple then. Alright, supposed to gather all the memories. Maybe I should be a little bit more mindful about grabbing them. Swords, let's go with Resonance Area. Oh, wait, maybe if we use one of our big items, it'll grab all those things. Maybe that's what we're supposed to do. Very well could be. Alright, I might as well try. Alright, something is very odd here. Memory retrieval successful. Alright, are they irrelevant? Information to help resolve the current situation found. Playing decoded memories now. Who's trying to sneak into a tower that's used for national administration? How the hell did they even get in? The culprit used a secret passage from the council building. Miss Memory, a tower used for national administration. Are they talking about this place? So some idiots use a secret passage to break in here. Oh. Alright, Linja and Flammy are, you know, coming in handy. By the way, me being a Doritos, you know, fake news. Head to the council building. Alright, which way? Oh, whoop. Maybe I should probably deal with this. Alright. We'll get a bunch of, you know, very precious things if we do this. Oh wow, these enemies are pretty strong. Actually, they're easy. Oh, they're gonna do something real bad. Oh no, all my stats. Alright, blow them up. When in doubt, blow it up. That's a Mythbusters way. Alright, that takes care of all that. Oh nice, a whole bunch of particles. Yeah, Protection, Block Curse, Gorilla Slayer. Alright, so the council building should be this way, right? It should be somewhere over this. Oh. Oh no, a bunch of elementals. Alright, let's be careful as we go. Alright, let's try whatever's over here. According to the memories we found, there should be a secret passage somewhere. Alright, so there's a locked door. Alright, well, I just shoot the door open. Alright, if I had to guess, the secret passage is hidden down there. Adamant. Orb of Lesser Force. Scholars for support. Alright, let's grab all these materials. Grab everything that's not nailed down. Oh wait, what's over here? Alright, what's a statue of? Looks like somebody holding a sword. Looks like they can start moving, huh? Are we sure they're not? Are we sure? You sure they're connected to the secret passage? Well, only one way to find out, just by moving them. Yeah, somebody just built a plaster Alright, so I'm not strong enough to do this. No use, push or pull, they won't budge. Maybe we're on the wrong track. Well, obvious. Alright, we're inside. Oh yeah, we kept it. Alright, what's this? Sunsplash, whatever that is. Alright, grab her. Right now, well, if the statues are immovable, perhaps there's another way. Alright, this looks important. Wait, are there people in here? It's a suspicious looking area. Alright, let's look around all over the place. Maybe we should try kicking a few things open. You know, that seems to work for Rutger at least. Alright, maybe we better not tease him too much. Alright, there's some... Oh wait, oh, I might as well grab that. No, we need more particles, right? Oh, we do need lots of particles for our new recipes that we're currently unlocking. Alright, let's look at the map. Alright, those are blocked off, so... What if there's another way around? Alright, would that work? Oh, a treasure chest. It's requiring... Alright, it's requiring a repair kit, so I might as well just... pop that. I might as well just... make a couple of those real quick. I'll just make a few of those real quick. Luckily they're not requiring anything more complicated than that. Alright, now... Alright, this statue looks very suspicious. Alright, that statue looks very suspicious. Place is already occupied. Uh-oh, monsters! Jellyfish! Oh no, jellyfish. Oh no, we're up against some jellies. Be careful, they're careful, they're careful. If Tentacruel, you know, the enemy taught me anything, it's that jellyfish are, you know, very dangerous. You know, they're capable of growing into kaiju size and, you know, destroying buildings. Yeah, funny enough, that's one of the episodes that got banned. Yeah, it got banned because, you know, it got banned around, you know, 2001, and, you know what happened there. Yeah, you kind of already know what happened there. Alright, I think we're fine with all the flowers. Yeah, we got teleported all over the place. Yeah, we got teleported around. We got teleported everywhere. Yeah, I still want to explore a little bit more in this place. Obviously, there's more stuff here. You know, like treasures. Of course, I should probably watch my energy too. Really unlock it. Alright, that unlocks a new recipe, I think. Right, so which way do we go? Right, not that way. Right, the other way. Right, so there's... Right. I might as well touch this. Alright, Simon Says. Alright, luckily it's pretty easy. Hopefully no more. Oh, we got one more. Right now. Should be easy enough to unlock. Alright, we got more. It's not that one. There we go. Right now it should unlock. Alright, gate unlocked. Might as well grab more materials while I'm here, though. Because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be needing them. Especially anything called adamant. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that, I swear that's not intentional. Oh wait, oh, there's a treasure chest and it's needing repairs, of course. Lots of chests that need repair in this area. Oh well, might as well, you know, do some side quests. Oh, what's this? Alright, this must be to unlock the long-range scan. Alright, that'll probably be helpful once we need to collect relics. Alright, I'll just, you know, open this. Alright, hopefully this one's easy. Alright, now, lock one. Yeah, these things seem big. Alright, the Simon Says is easy enough, so there shouldn't be any problem. It's not like I have to, you know, memorize Tip-Top's children singing or something. Yeah, I remember that from Banjo-Kazooie, and that was, you know, kind of rough. That was a little rough for me, not gonna lie. Yeah, and if you fail, you have to start all over, and it's, you know, a very different pattern every... Yeah, if you fail, you have to start all over, and also you take damage. Yeah, I wasn't very good at memorizing it. Now, you know, always had to, you know, get out pen and paper for it. Alright, might as well grab everything that's not nailed down. Alright, since I know there's gonna be relics around here, might as well grab a few. Restored ancient relic. Alright, there's another relic over here. Pristine ancient relic. Oh wow, there's quite a few relics in this place. Alright, any relics around here? Alright, maybe I should grab more. No, he always doesn't hurt to grab more materials. And hopefully some... Oh, I just need one of them to be like S rank and I'll be fine. All I really need is one of them to be S rank and it should be fine. So I might as well try for that. I might as well roll the gotcha on that. Yeah. I'm kind of used to it. Alright, here's some more. Another pristine relic, that'll be fine. I may need to collect relics later, so... Might as well do at least some of them now. Oh, maybe I should probably unlock this. So, you know, I have fast travel for later. Probably unlock that so I got fast travel for here later. Oh yeah, I should probably fight some enemies to get back a little bit of energy. Well, at least we know how to access the powers now. Oh, these have Dryad Jade. Alright, now. More enemies have been defeated. Alright, what's over here? Oh, this looks like... Whoa, elevator. Nice. Ye old ancient elevator. Yeah, I certainly wouldn't trust you. Although it seems like the Emperor is kind of keeping this place, you know, relatively clean and, you know, safe. For whatever he's using this place for. I mean, he does intend to, you know, restore his empire, so it makes sense that he would take care of the place as best he could. Although, we know that Lily Borea's alive, so I get the feeling we're gonna run into her, you know, at some point. Alright, can't go down that way. Right, maybe there's a passage. Alright, there's gotta be something in the graveyard then. If I had to guess, the door is somewhere... Wait. Wait, just let me check over here real quick. Yeah, we might need... Yeah, it might be somewhere in the graveyard. There must be a door leading into it in the graveyard. Right, only one thing to do. We just need to keep our eyes peeled. Wait, what's that over there? Isn't that one of those elevators? Wait, what's this? Alright, this looks like an elevator. Hello? This must take us to the door. Well, now that I figured it out, it's... Now that I kind of found the door, it should be pretty smooth sailing from here. Right now, where is the front entrance? Right now, where is the entrance to the tower? Alright, first off, I'll just, you know, take care of the... I'll just get a fast travel point for later. Now, these guys look like a big deal. Alright, which way was the tower again? Over here? Alright, I might as well just... No, it's right over here. Alright, so the entrance is right... Alright, just press the button. Press the button, get inside. Hello? Alright, Alright, now tower number 2. Alright, now. Should be nice and simple to look around for a little bit. Should be nice and simple to look through this place. Alright, now. Alright, now going up another floor. Oh, what's over here? Alright, this must be how to act. This must be... Alright. Doesn't seem to be any traps around. Alright, might as well clean... Alright. Alright, that one has been cleaned up. Maybe we just need to, you know, take care of the towers. You know, Linja seems especially sensitive to mana. And it's probably part of her relic heritage. And her people did invent alchemy after all. Alright, now follow Linja, huh? Alright, now. Right now, what's going on over here? Alright, Linja, what do you got for me? Parallel to this road. Wait, huh? Uh-oh. A bad guy. Oh no, multiple bad guys. Don't worry, we can handle this. We can handle a few of these guys. And they're not so tough. Oh, whoa, there's lots of them. Alright, there appears to be quite a bit of them. Alright, more adversaries purified. What? Vesper? Vesper. Oh no. Oh no. Are we gonna have to refight the previous bosses that we fought here? I hear you defeated Coriolanus. Yes, and do you intend to avenge him? Nonsense, we both understand what it means to sacrifice our lives for a greater purpose. Then are you here to stop us? Indeed I am. Things will be different this time, everything is. Of course it is. We learned that you're called a mutant, and we learned part of what occurred in Aladdin long ago. We've got a lot in our investigation. We're no longer the ignorant people we once were. There's something we need to ask you. Why'd you attack our domain? Why are you fighting for Aladdin? You can talk, so tell us. It was just an experiment gone wrong. Even the memories of living beings such as yourselves are essential to our mission. We will resurrect our fallen brethren who sleep here. This is all to make the world His Majesty envisioned a reality. Envisioned land! No, title drop! As one who has attained power of a mutant, that is my duty. You obtained it, what? That doesn't mean you mutated yourself with alchemy? The likes of you can never understand. You know, I just wanted to be different, you know, turn myself into a dragon by injecting myself with dragon DNA. The powerlessness of being born in a family famous for alchemy with no talent of your own, of having your life called worthless. But the mutant experiments granted me power, and with this power I will demonstrate my worth. Defeat, failure, these things are unacceptable. Your era ended, the present age is ours to live. Relics of a bygone century should be laid to rest with dignity. Perhaps the battle was inevitable all along? Very well, I will perfect my preparations and crush you all. The time of reckoning draws near. Alright now, bring it on, Vesper. We're gonna take you down. So, we're gonna fight? That was stressful. What are you talking about? So, we gonna fight or what? Resurrect the sleeping brethren. Uh-oh. So they want to use alchemy to kind of resurrect the skeleton army. Sort of like, you know, yeah. You see, they learned it from, you know, an alchemy recipe to raise the bread. And, you know, they decide, you know, modify it to raise the dead. So they're gonna, you know, revive everybody as, you know, a spooky, scary skeleton. Of course, I'm joking. Of course, I joke, but, you know. Of course, I'm joking. Of course, that's obviously a joke. You know, it kind of reminds me of Butter Bread. You know, maybe just a little bit. Oh, hey, get out of my way. Yeah, get out of my way. Get out of my way, monsters. You aren't even worth fighting. You don't give me anything. You don't give me any XP. You should be running away from Atelier. You should be running away from Yumia, not towards her. You don't have levels. I'm literally max level, you. You don't need to fight me. You don't even need to fight me. No, my head is. Alright, are we out of energy or something? The energy core isn't broken then. The mana density here is incredibly high, alright? Oh, the mana density is high here. My headache suddenly subsided as everybody else that's still a little dizzy. What the hell was that? Mana density isn't usually higher than what you've seen before. An extreme mana-bound area, that's where the mana was being supplied from, right? Let's do something to improve the energy core. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to... Alright, improve the energy core, huh? No, go away. Get away from me. Stop trying to touch me, normies. Normies, go away. Normies, go away. No normies. No normies. Normies, go away. Again, maybe I better fight them for the materials, I guess. Seems like all they can really do anymore, you know, is provide materials. Alright, now, something's going on over here. This area. Yeah, what's it? I feel like I recognize this area. Anina? This is where the market used to be, which means on the other side. Everyone, can we stop for a second? What is it, Nina? 100%, I believe the first house that I ever lived in is here. Your first house, house where the doctor and I lived together a short time before we were on the run to the Empire. I'm from the Empire. Oh hey, oh hey. Sorry about all that. Oh, sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. Oh wow, this one's, you know, kind of rough. This one's a bit rough, but I can kind of figure it out. Alright, and then I do this. Shouldn't be too hard. Right, so, alright, then it must be up above. You know, I haven't seen any of them that require targets in quite a while. I wonder what's up with that. Right, this one shouldn't be too hard. It's just got a lot of parts, you know, that... It's got a lot of parts, you know, kind of like the last region. Now, where's the final one? Alright, just past here. Wait. Oh, I could have sworn it was over here. Alright, it must be right above me. Alright, so how do I get above? Alright, I figured it. That's right, it was above. Alright, just up in the chest. Orbs of Lesser Force. Oh, whoa, this is, you know, oh boy. Oh my. Oh my, this is, you know, gonna be... Oh my. Alright, that seems to be right. Alright, I think I'm getting it. Oh, whoops. There we go. Got it. Wow, that one was, you know, pretty... That one was, you know, a little bit harder. Not too hard, though. Not like it was impossible or anything. Alright, now might as well, you know, get the shrine active. Then we can get these valuable energy prisms. Alright, might as well use up some of the energy prisms, you know, upgrade my energy core. Alright, I'll just, you know, upgrade my energy core just a little bit. Just to make it last a little longer. Alright, we're probably gonna grab a whole bunch of, you know, energy prisms in here. Alright, that should give me plenty of energy. Alright, that'll, you know, pump up. That'll really pump me up with lots of energy. Now we shouldn't have to worry about, you know, running out of energy anytime soon. Right now, the first house. Right now, what's going on over here? Oh, I see there. I think there's another shrine somewhere nearby. A shrine of prayer, I mean. It should be, but something strange that doesn't look like this. All the houses here are plain white like this. I thought Balthus restored all of this, but it looks half done. Do you think he's still working on it? I have a feeling it's not that simple. Look at the building across the street. That's the theater where the Empire built for a place to be performed at. This seemed very close to my house back then. Wasn't this large of a building? Okay, so the restored buildings aren't the same as the ones in the past, basically. Alright, so he kind of made me have modified his, you know, previous designs to, you know, be a little bit different. Alright, now. Alright, now. She must be looking for clues about her creator. Alright, I'm thinking there might be a shrine of prayer nearby. Oh boy, we kind of ran into an enemy, so I'll just take care of that. That shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, I kind of figured there was a shrine of prayer up here because I saw one of the things required, you know, that I needed to work on to open them. At least this time, or at least we'll get more, at least I can, you know, unlock more energy. I might as well activate this. Oh wow, this one's, you know, super easy compared to the ones I just did previously. That's a lot. Oh well, but that's okay. Alright, this is the one I saw earlier. Oh wow, this one is like super hard. Alright, this one's a little bit harder. Right now, if I had to guess, it's gotta be like that. Alright, I think it's supposed to work like that. Alright, there we go. Right now, there's one more. Right, it says there's one more somewhere. Oh, all the way up there, huh? Alright, can I get up here? Whoops, that's not how I need to do it. Oh, just thinks like that? Okay. Well, that made it... Alright, that made it really easy. Alright, let's defeat some more, you know, doggies. You know, some more, you know, mean doggies. Yeah. Again, well... They're just a little bit of... Yeah, they're just a little bit of wolves. They're okay. You know, wolves are a pretty basic enemy in really any RPG or fantasy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, not quite as common as slimes, though. Slimes are pretty much in, you know, lots of stuff. Slime's pretty much in lots of stuff, yeah. Although we do love ourselves a little cute slime action every now and again. Yeah, in fact, you know, Atelier has some cute slime designs. Although, kind of... Alright, now, energy prism, you know, active. Alright, now, might as well just upgrade. Right now, might as well just upgrade this. Right, might as well. I unlock basically everything else. And I don't need it to unlock anything in a skill tree anymore. Wait, or do I? Yeah, what if I need like 15 of them towards the end of the game? So I gotta be kind of careful. Alright. Alright, should I visit the amphitheater? Yeah. Oh wow, we got lots of energy now. Alright, is the store openable? Wait, it's opening on its own. That doesn't seem good. Alright, that does not seem good. Maybe it's just slightly up. Alright, that must be a statue of the Emperor. Yeah, something like the spade. Are we sure about that? Like, long live His Majesty the Emperor kind of thing's pretty gross too. I can kind of see what you're saying, yeah. Alright, I can kind of see what you might be saying by that. Right now, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to use burst ammo for this. Yeah, my instincts were right about that. There's Sage Coat, nice. Alright. Yeah, Sage Coat is the final fabric I'm gonna need. Hey, what's this? Alright, this looks like something I need. Alright, that disables the barrier here. That's alright. Alright, why don't we take a look around this? Alright, if I had to guess, there's gonna be a boss fight here. Oh, something bad's coming. What was that? Uh-oh, some kind of tremor. Some kind of tremor. Yeah, there was just some kind of tremor, but I don't know what that's about. Right now, let's open this lock. Heavenly Thread. Alright, that sounds pretty... Alright. Sounds kind of useful. Alright, now there must be more stuff around here. Right, say, what happens when we get on center stage? Wait, why is there a block? Oh, that's why. Alright, makes sense. Right, I'm guessing something's supposed to happen when we go to the center of the stage. Alright, now let's put this right over here. Let's put this here. Alright, now what's on stage? That sounded close. Uh-oh. Did it come from above? Well, obviously. Alright, there's some kind of switch. Alright, this has got to do something. Oh, slowing down an elevator. Alright, another day, another lockpick. There we go. That wasn't so hard. Right now, what do you say we ride the elevator up? Alright, floor 2, housewares. Puppets. Something, I don't know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, something's here. Lily, Boria, what are you doing here? Okay, nice to meet you, but nice to see you again. Hey, Lily. So, what brings you here? Hey, Lily, Boria, what's up? I didn't expect you to make it this far. Hey, what's up, by the way? So you really didn't just stop that man. You can't let someone like him do what he pleases. Is that so? So does that mean we're gonna fight? Lily, wait, Yumia. It's okay, Lily Boria. Do you believe Basilius is gonna fix you? Of course not. The only thing he cares about is the glory of Valades. He's not gonna spare any time for my personal issues. That's just the kind of person he is. But there's still a chance he'll fix you, no matter how small. That's why you have no choice but to follow him. When you said it before, give me back my body. I'm sorry, I couldn't find the words back then, but right now I don't have the ability to turn your body back. Still, we intend to fight Basilius. What are you trying to say? I'm just trying to reason with you, I guess. When I fought you, I had my eyes closed to you unto the crimes Valdes committed. I wanted to believe that alchemy is a good thing. But I've changed. I'm not going to turn away from anything anymore. Of course, that includes you, too. I'm deciding I'm going to continue living as an alchemist for the rest of my life. Isn't that a lovely sentiment? However, I really don't care. Okay. Reasonable enough. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, I will never forgive Alchemist. The only thing we can do is fight until one of us falls. If you plan to continue on despite that, then end it here once and for all in me. No. As an alchemist of the present era, your anger and hatred, I'll take it all on. Lily Boria draws near. I don't want to fight you. I really don't want to fight you, but you know. Oh, well, she's hitting hard. Alright, now. Alright, take that. Oh, she's gonna buff up now. Alright. Time to end this. Alright, now she's going for a big attack now. Alright, her mastery of lightning, is very strong. However, I'm a bit stronger than she is. I'm a bit more filled with determination than she is. Alright, Lily Boria, it's over. I wanted to destroy this place, this city. I wanted to ruin it completely. I do not possess the power to achieve even that. It's maddening. It's humiliating. Lily Boria, alchemist. Never forget the sins of alchemy as the atrocities committed. Engrave them into your memories. No, I don't like this. No. No. I could never forget. No, no. This is a parting gift. Yes, I think this is their version of an energy core. I don't know how it works, but it's safe to say it's much better than the one I use. Maybe we can use this to handle extreme mana-bound areas, Yumia? Let's go back to its heart. This energy core might be able to solve our problem. Alright, wow, we have a... Alright, nice. Well, at least she left behind her energy core. However, I kind of wish, you know, it was a little bit on better terms, since I do really, really feel bad for her. Poor Lily, poor ya. Oh well. At least Yumia has resolved that. At least Yumia has kind of decided on her resolve. Hopefully Yumia turns out... Yumia's definitely gonna turn out to be a better alchemist than, you know, the people who did those terrible things to her. To old Lily Boria. As she obviously should. As she obviously should, you know? That was kind of unfortunate, wasn't it? It's much more efficient than the one I've been using. I'll use this. Alright. I guess, you know, that version of the energy core was a little bit... really is a little bit better. Alright, time to cleanse this zone. Second zone cleansed. Used up all the energy in the core. Seems the way it generates energy is unique, so I won't be able to use it anymore. Don't worry, even if you couldn't save her, it's okay. Basilisk. Yeah. Alright, now that one is clear. Alright, this zone is clear. Obviously, we need to go back to the graveyard. Oh wait, I haven't quite... I might as well go back to the graveyard. Wish I could've... I still wish I could've saved her, you know. I kinda wish, you know... poor Lily Boria. Oh well, I guess in the end we can't really save everybody, huh? That's kind of an unfortunate reality of this kind of work. Sadly. Could be used in more. It seems like Aldous was always fighting someone somewhere. Ah, sort of, but Vesper's answer earlier must be his own form of justice. Like how alchemy isn't good or evil, justice changes depending on the circumstances in one's viewpoint. I mean, I guess that's true. I guess in a way that's true. This era had its own justice. That justice doesn't apply to the current age, and there may be all there is to it, I think. Or maybe they just wanted to seize land and steal people's property, but I'm sure, that's justice, right? I'm sure they probably just want to steal people's, property and land from them, but, I hardly think that's kind of a just cause, really. But, it's whatever. Yeah, usually when nations are, constantly fighting other nations, for resources, that's generally that they're not really willing to negotiate peacefully for. That's not a good sign. Or, fighting each other over, whatever disputes they have. Even though sometimes it can actually be justified, so... Hey, Miss Yumia. Wait, is this the Harvest Goddess? Oh, you only just now noticed me? Sorry. I assume you've been able to sense my presence. You must have been deep in concentration. Looks and her code and a lot of things, really. It's true that alchemy is a potent power. It may not have been something to take lightly.
とは使わない。ユミヤさん、リグナスの拠点で言ってましたよね。本当の錬金術から目を背けていたって。
We averted our eyes because we didn't want to see. More than anyone, we never should turn our backs on alchemy. You, what are you talking about? Yeah, you don't need to run and hide anymore, you know, miss. No, we have an ad break about to start, so, I'll be sure, when I fight Vesper, that's not gonna be up. If we fight Vesper. Alright, there's another cutscene over here, really? The flow of mana continues in this direction, huh? Right now, into the Imperial Mausoleum. Oh no, a tomb. A perfect place. A tomb. A perfect place to, have a boss fight. Well, an amphitheater is also a cool place to have a boss fight, really. I just wish it wasn't against Lilyboria. Yeah, I don't know. Palasilas, Vesper, and Coriolanus, I don't really have too much sympathy for. Because I don't really have too much sympathy for, but, Lilyboria, yeah. Lilyboria, however, I do, and, and Amani would at least try to help her, at least. After all, my white magic could probably, restore her body, maybe. Although Lilyboria would probably be lost in rage and, really try to hurt me. That's kind of besides the point. Balasilis. Wait, what? He's dead? Wait, Balasilis is dead? Does that mean, Wait, was that getting better? Alright, now? Wait, so... There is some questions how he's lived up to now. Does that mean he's a zombie? There's something off about the grave. There's a thin gap in it. Alright, now? So there's something off about the grave. Oh, there's a thin gap in there. Of course, Wrecker would know about this. He's an expert adventurer, after all. Right now, no time like the present. Now let's change to regular ammo. Right, we didn't really need to do that, I just wanted to do that for the style. I didn't really need to do that. I didn't really need to do it that badly. Right, so this must... Alright, I don't know, what the hell is that thing? A monster's, right? Final gatekeepers, huh? Oh, well, these guys, look very dangerous. Alright, I do not like whatever these things are. They look super scary. They look scary, I don't like them. They look scary, I don't like them. They're pretty different from the monsters outside, huh? Alright, now time to, activate the mana circulator. Time to, take control of the mana circulator by, using Yumia's power. She looks much better doing this in a swimsuit than her, regular outfit. I mean, that's not me, being horny or anything. No, I mean, actually, maybe you're not, Wait, does he... that person we saw could have been a fake who's imitating him. Does it mean the real one died a long time ago? Wait, that means if it's the fake that means if that, person we met, was a fake Balasilis, then that means he might have been responsible. That would explain why there's so many differences in the city. Yeah. That would explain Them being a sussy imposter would explain that. You know, though, that could also explain. That could explain so much, really. Yeah. That could explain a couple things, couldn't it? No long range scan. Alright, what is it? Alright, what is this material? No, no, I have too many materials. Oops, I don't want to get rid of that. Alright, get rid of the material. Alright, I have too many materials. Alright, I have too much things in my basket. Oh yeah, I should probably, you know, touch this. Alright, hopefully this is an easy one. Whoops, almost got it wrong. Alright, so 3 locks just like, you know, the previous ones. Alright, well, luckily it's still pretty easy. Just gotta play all Simon says. Whoops. There we go. Pretty easy. Alright, that'll lower the barrier. Oh, hey, a treasure chest. Alright, I should definitely come back here later. I'll definitely want to come back. Oh, wow. Yeah, get out here, no bots. Yeah, as I said, you know, as I have said, you know, quite a few times, allergic to iron. I have an iron allergy, so, you know, get out of here. And no, none of that. Huntress. I should probably organize my bag first. Now, at the very least, we can get rid of, you know, any E-rank material. We should probably get rid of materials of the lowest rank. Alright, now that takes care of them. Right down that way, Administrative Control Tower. Alright, but first I should probably head back. First off, I should probably head back. Alright, I still have one tower to do. Right now. Still have one tower to do, and I'll, you know, I'll clear that up, you know, I'll clear that up shortly. Alright, might as well transfer all my materials over. Alright, there's something happening here. Alright, Linja, what's wrong, Linja? Could it be? Are you not feeling well? Yeah, let's be nice to her. Don't push yourself. Oh, I'm actually fine, actually. I'm sorry. No, don't worry, Linja. So you tried to help some team members who were struggling against a strong monster, but it didn't go well? You know, when they called out to me, I thought they'd finally be helpful to someone. But since you've been counting on me too, I've been training my sword as much as possible. So it's as useless as ever now. No, what are you talking about? You're still playing strong, yeah. I mean, you're level 100. How could you not be strong? Yeah, I mean, just because your best skills, you know, raising spare ingredients, optimizing your attire, and preventing oversleeping. Furthermore, let me stop. Could you think of something less embarrassing, alright? Oh, wow. Alright, now that I got, alright, now that, I, you know, put everything in the bag. Now you put a whole bunch of stuff in the bag. We can go back. And I'll finish up the towers. Now finishing... Right now, clearing the towers is open to... Alright, clearing the towers does mean, you know, everything unlocks on these maps, doesn't it? Alright, I figured that. Kinda figured that. Alright, might as well finish up the last tower then. I'm guessing... Alright, I'm guessing we're gonna go up against Vesper pretty soon. Yeah, we just had to fight, you know, some weird ghostly looking Reaper dudes. You know, yeah, that leads me into my theory of, you know, they're gonna... that Balisillus is gonna revive them as, you know, revive the Empire's as a skeleton army. You know, if Foam Swordsman were here, he'd be really into that. If Foam Swordsman were here, he'd definitely be into that. You know, you know. Alright, there is definitely... Alright, this is definitely, you know, very weird. Yeah, we're having to do some alchemy here. Alright, elixirs. Alright, definitely don't use the alchemy. Alright, let's use something, you know... Let's use something a little less good. We need to use things that are, like, really low level. Let's use things that are, like, lower level. Alright, let's use that E-rank crystal. Right now, I'm pretty sure I need... Let's grab the mana, because why not? Alright, now I just put in the E-rank material. Right now, I use one of these to clear them all out. Right now, I just need a little bit more. Right, maybe if I go the other way. Maybe if I go down. There we go, I'll just use that material. I'm not even sure if I really need all those stars, but you know, I'm gonna get them anyway. Maybe it'll help a little? I don't know. I like to think it is, anyway. I like to think of it is, even though it probably isn't. At least I like to think so. Besides, I got those things, you know, in manufacturing plants, so that should be fine. You know, maybe. You'd have to be a complete idiot to go into criminalities. Once you're caught, they'll extract your memories and it's over for you. Wait a minute, isn't that kind of what happened with Rutger? First-hand memories are much more overwhelming evidence than a confession. Oh. Wait, Rutger got his memories extracted. Was that by the fake out? What if it turns out that was by Balisillus? Yo. That'd be quite a wild plot twist. I mean, it kind of did look similar to him, and you know, that kind of did look similar, but maybe it was just somebody, you know, kind of using the technology. Might have been somebody who was unknown. Kind of did look similar to them. Alright, now. I'll just use... Alright, now. Alright, no reason to really use my good materials for this. At least I'm pretty sure I don't need that. Alright, I'm pretty sure, you know, maybe the stars don't help. Oops, that's not right. Might as well use these large bones. Alright, now let's be... Alright, now. Let's start extracting the information. Just a bunch of muddled memories. They detain I heard they detain alchemists working for the Empire, is that true? It's true, it seems they're trying to keep the word from getting out, but there's people who saw them being brought to the judicial office. Apparently because they won't follow the Emperor's orders, tensions are wrapping up lately, huh? Alright, so what's it all mean? While collecting relevant information leads to pretending that past criminals were found, they seem to be memories from the final days of Aldous. I don't know much about the tensions they're referring to. Party alchemists who don't follow their orders makes me think of Dr. Marina. Indeed, perhaps her actions inspired our alchemists to rise up. Alright, yeah, let's say that. Alright, was that a bad choice? I don't know. Alright, I was just trying to be considerate of, you know... I was just trying to be considerate of her. Oops, am I supposed to be here? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to go down there. Whoops. Sorry about that. Pressed the wrong button by accident. Alright, let's go all the way down here, huh? There's gotta be some... Oh wait, what's that over there? Alright, you look like you're very less than friendly. Whoops, that's not what I want. Oops, that's not what I want. Oh wait, I can shoot that. Oh, I can shoot those things. I kind of figure... Alright. Yeah, alright, makes sense. Makes sense, I guess. Shoot everything that's not nailed down, I guess. Alright, all enemies purified. All the enemies have been purified. Good. Oh, please excuse me. I might as well shoot down more of these things. I'm pretty sure the Malevolent Wind will come in handy. Yeah, shoot more of those floating disco balls. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Oh well, golden golems. Uh-oh. They probably have something, you know, they probably have something very valuable if I beat them. Oh, watch out, watch out. They're getting ready to do a big attack. No, they have pretty much the same stuff. Alright, what's over here? So this is a judicial office. A number of criminals were probably investigating put on trial here. Yeah, if they're extracting memories from people, can they put memories inside of people that aren't their own? That's kind of what I'm kind of that's kind of my question. Yeah, maybe that's what. Yeah. I mean, if you could extract memories, you could probably do something like that. Yeah, that's a terrifying thought, isn't it? You know, using something like alchemy to do something like that. Hmm. Who knows what somebody would want to do with that? Who knows what somebody would want to do with that? Probably not. Definitely nothing good if they're willing to do that. At least I think so. Alright, let's see what's around. Grab as many materials as possible. Alright. Maybe not all of them. Alright, now more muddied memories. Alright, this must have what happened. Alright, now. Alright, now I will try. Oh yeah, it has to be in a very specific spot. Probably. Alright, now. Alright, now, more synthesis. Alright, now, no. Alright, now. Alright, now, all I need is, you know, basically, you know... I don't really need to go all out on this, so... That, makes it very generous, I think. That way you don't have to really waste rare materials on this. I highly appreciate that. Alright, now get that E-ring sap on that. I'm pretty sure that sap is, from, the first region. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that red flower is from the first region, too. That was a long, long time ago. Yeah, back where the Atelier is. Right now, and I'll just, use a little crystal here. I'm pretty sure I've had that since the first region. Yeah, these E-ring materials are really not very good. But, they're perfect for this. They're perfect for anything that, requires story items, since it doesn't seem to be having a requirement on quality or, getting the stars or anything. So that's good. Gives me a use for them, at least. Secret passage on the old blueprints we got from the console building. Only the sage knows what shows the way. Use the message to break in. Where do you obtain a blueprint from? You need an accomplice to get information like that. Not interested in selling out your friend, that is admirable, however it is meaningless. If you're an alchemist, you ought to understand we have plenty of ways of looking into your head. Oh no. End of acquired data. Secret message, alchemist. This guy who obviously stuck in the console building being questioned, right? We've seen this, but Lily Borea a much more tragic fate than is very possible. Oh no, does that brainwashing? Yeah, I was right. Alright, we don't know his motive, that's true. We don't know what he was aiming to accomplish by committing that crime. But if he refused to sell those accomplices, I get a sense he had some kind of conviction. Yeah, well, that just makes me, what happened with Lily Borea even worse. We're talking like memory extraction and, potential brainwashing. I mean, yeah, that's either very terrifying or, right? That's, very terrifying, yeah. Pretty good for Dojins, though. But, in Lily Borea's case, definitely not good. Definitely not good. Definitely nothing good. Ugh. Blah. Alright, is there anything behind me? Alright, looks like some cages. Probably where they kept, prisoners that they were, basically, extracting memories from and, frying their brain. And, doing who knows what with them after that. Whatever they were doing with them, it's definitely nothing good. Yeah, they might be, trying to, put in new memories or, just frying their brain and leaving them there. Basically turning them into vegetables. Or who knows. Yeah, I could think of several different terrifying possibilities for that. Aside from brainwashing or, frying people's brains. Yeah, whatever it is, it's not good. All the four are holding different items, so only one can beat a sage. The sage is probably the statue holding the staff, right? He looks very sage-like. Great, let's take a closer look. Alright, if it's... Oh, what's going on, huh? The wall feels kind of thin here. Alright, kind of figured... Alright, now. Kind of figured, Alright, kind of figured it might be the sage one. Since sages are traditionally holding staffs. That's just kind of what I think when I think of sage. You know, somebody like a spellcaster or, you know, wise man. Yeah, when I should think, with all the other options, I might have been thinking of something else entirely. You know, such as a warrior or a guard, or you know, or a judge. Oh hey. Alright, now we got a fast travel point down here. Interesting. Alright, I do not like this. Alright, we got some new materials. Alright, glow shells. Okay, didn't we need that for like a recipe or something? I remember needing that. Alright, might as well grab as much as I can. Hopefully one of them's S rank. Alright, this door has a button next to it, so I might as well activate it. Alright, let's see what's in... Alright, what's behind door number 1? Just gotta, you know, get curious and explore. Ooh, another door. Alright, the door led to another door, unfortunately. Now you probably need multiple levels of clearance. Probably just needed multiple levels of clearance. You know, since this is basically, you know, where the national secrets are being held. Alright, I don't like what this looks like. This looks like it might lead to a boss fight. Hey, Annabelle, what's up? Thank you for the head pats. Oh, Annabelle's here. Hi, cute bunny. Hi, cute bunny. Hi, honey bun. No, you're the one who's cute. You're the one who's cute. Alright, now, and let's, alright, now. Alright, now, let's get, alright, now. You are an ocean of waves. Destined to lead life beyond the shore. Alright, now. What exactly is going on in the end of the Odyssey Empire? You have any more definitive information? Never heard any talk of Alchemist Rebellion until Dr. Renine defected. It seems the so-called Lost Utopia reached a point where dissatisfaction with its people began to mount. Yeah, I've been just trying. I have been here, and I also did a thing on Twitter. Oh, nice. I can't wait to see what it is. I can't wait to see what it is, so I can, you know, so I can comment on how cute it is. Alright now, metal boards. Alright now. Control tower investigation. What? Alright, so what do we have to do now? What do we do? Oh. Alright, control tower, huh? Oh, it's right over there, huh? We have a lot of stuff to do. Alright, I have a lot of stuff to do, so... Alright, there's lots of stuff I need to do around this region. Alright, good thing the runes are all done. All these question marks around. Alright, now. There are lots of stuff to do. Yeah, this game definitely has a lot of that. Most of it is going to be doing small shrines, or shrines of prayer, or, you know, finding fishing spots, or, you know, material gathering spots, or, you know, or maybe occasionally a fishing spot. Alright, now. Yeah, unfortunately I've been getting pretty low. Right now, Cursed Arch. Oh, wait. Oh, wow, we have lots of stuff to unlock. Alright, might as well unlock a few things. Superior Grimoire, what is this? Alright, now. Oh. I always get distracted by the last extensive Atelier games. This one would drag me in and never let me out, I feel. Yeah, this one definitely will do that. Grand Shine, isn't that one of the items that's said to be, like, super really good? Rainbow, huh? Taste the rainbow. Stone of Rebirth? Alright, I think I might want that later. Tool decorated butterfly, cycle of death and rebirth. I mean, yeah, butterflies are pretty much symbolic of that. Kind of way, some people say that fairies are like the spirits of, of dead unbaptized children. Maybe I should add something like that in lore. Alright, Merrick Mill banner. Oh, and encourages others around it, huh? That sounds, very good. Oh, wait. Alright, oh, wait. Grand Organ. Alright. Alright, we got the Grand Organ. Alright, now. Definitely, upgrade these. These are a priority. Fortunately, I'm kind of running low on anger particles. Alright, now, what else? Alright, now. Oh boy, alright. Ephemeral Record. Skittle Sword, let's go. Yeah, Taste the Rainbow. Alright, now I think... Oh, I don't have that. I don't have the other things yet. Alright, might as well, Alright, now, new armor. Alright, now. Alright, I'll definitely, have to get more stuff out of... Alright, I will alright, now. Alright, looks like I'll need to find... Philosopher's Stone! Philosopher's Stone! Yo! Philosopher's Stone! Yo, we found a Philosopher's Stone, that's good. Wait, wasn't the Philosopher's Stone kind of a bad thing in, Full Metal Alchemist or something? Shit, maybe I don't want to find it. Alright, maybe I don't want to find that. Dang. No, I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to, do a lot of grinding to unlock all that. To unlock all that stuff since I'm running low on, the particles I need for all that. And, particle grinding I think would be pretty long and, very boring. So I'm going to have to, do that. For all that. Oh well. Oh well, we've been doing pretty well even without, new weapons, so... Alright, I will look for somebody to raid, yeah. I've been going on for quite a while, so... Might as well look for somebody to raid. Oh, Sparkle Ryuichi. Who bad at video games? Alright, now let's look around. Alright, let's look around for somebody who... Let's look around for someone.
植物の多いところは虫が多いのかな。顔の近くに群がられるとちょっとうざい。
Alright, now... Oh hey, William the Alchemist, yeah. What a coincidence. Raid William... Alchemist. I believe he's playing, Oops. I think I spelled it wrong. William the Alchemist. Alright, there we go. I believe he's playing Atelier Yumia. Let's see, I'm not exactly... Where was he last time I saw him? Oh yeah, wasn't he getting ready for the 3rd region or something like that? Ah. Alright, yeah. Moonbat Raid, there we go. Alright, remember to fly like that and shine like the moon. For we are stuff dreams are made of. Goodbye!